Welcome back to another video, Jets fans. In this video, we're going to be going over a trade rumor surrounding the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. So apparently there's a rumor going on that the Falcons would be willing to trade up from pick 15 to pick 7 to land Jalen Walker, linebacker from Georgia, and they would be willing to trade a 2026 first-round pick and maybe a little more. When you watch Jalen Walker play, he's an absolute beast on the field. He's a versatile, high upside type prospect. He's got great vision, great tackler, and will be an absolute stud for whichever team drafts him, but in this case, it would be the Atlanta Falcons. Considering the Falcons need someone like Walker on their defense, it does make a ton of sense for them to do it. Linebackers and the D-line is one of their weaker positions on the team, and landing a guy who's a do-it-all player would be a great fit for them, and it does make sense for them to do it. From the Jets' perspective, if they're willing to include a 2026 first-round pick and maybe a little more, you absolutely accept the offer. Even if you're not getting any draft capital this year, landing another first-round pick next year, in which should be a better draft class than this year, makes a ton of sense. Even if you miss out on guys like Armand Mambu or Tyler Warren, it's not the end of the world. Those positions are very deep in this year's draft. You can even trade down a little more in case a guy like Will Johnson slips. For some reason, his stock has fallen a little bit, and a CB-needed team would love a Will Johnson on their team. Like the Chargers make a ton of sense, as it would be a reunion with Jim Harbaugh. But whether it's pick 15 or pick 22, the Jets can still end the stud anywhere in the draft. Can still end a true weapon for Justin Fields to throw to. You can still end a great tight end in Colson Loveland, tight ends from Michigan. I've said in previous videos that he is my tight end one. I think he's the best tight end in the draft and fits a scheme better than Warren. Not to mention, landing more draft capital and taking him would be great. Can land a Matthew Golden, wide receiver from Texas, or a Mika Egbuka, wide receiver from Ohio State. Makes a ton of sense, as we do need wide receiver help as well. I would prefer Mika Egbuka. I think he's a safer prospect in this draft, and it does make sense for the team, as we do need wide receiver help, like I said before. We can also land a stud on the D-line like Kenneth Grant or Mike Green, as we definitely need defensive help, defensive line in general. But if the Falcons would be willing to trade a 2026 first-round pick as well in a trade-up, you just have to do it. Not to mention, if Fields has that Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold type resurgence on the Jets and plays really well and makes the playoffs even, you can surround them with even more talent next year. You get most likely would be 2 top 20 picks and can land some studs to fill out needs on the team. But if he doesn't play well, you could trade up for a QB next year as well. Who knows, maybe they'll also include Kyle Pitts or someone else to free up some cap and can start over our tight ends. He probably won't cost much at all, and it makes sense for both Pitts and Atlanta to part ways. Would make sense for both teams as well. Overall, if the Falcons would be willing to trade a 2026 first-round pick, you absolutely accept the trade. Let me know, guys, what you think of this video. Would you accept the trade? I personally would. But yeah, let me know what you think, and go Jets.